Oh, hi. This week I'm in art fair prep craze mode again. How quickly we come back to these places. It's gonna happen again next week. Although I don't know when this video is going up, so who knows when you'll be seeing things. But I am revisiting my wand tutorial video because I fucking lost that wand that I made. Fuck, of course the memory card is about to be full. So anyways, yeah, let's talk about some wand making. I was gonna just buy like a big ass dowel or two and cut it up. Then this was on super discount and I got 10 1/4 inch wide dowels. Ooh. So they're all like already a reasonable wand size. I'm okay with this. So just less work for me, aka less tools I need to steal from Lego Boyfriend's woodshop. So first things first is I'm gonna Dremel the tips of these so they're nice and rounded. By the way, I'm specifically doing a Harry Potter art fair this weekend, so I want to like really wizard my shit up, you know? Ah, that's not helpful. Hey, hi, it me. Figured I'd do like a time lapse and do voiceover after, and I never did the voiceover or outro part. Anyways, you get it. So let's fucking talk about this hot glue trick that I learned during my time at the costume shop. This is like one of my biggest takeaways from there. It broke my brain. One of the, I'd say there were many instances that broke my brain, but this was the most like immediately useful one. But the fact that I can just dip my fingers in some fucking water, it's cool, it's like room temperature or below, and I can immediately start touching the hot glue and basically sculpt it, is still mind-boggling. It was so much goddamn fun shaping this and making these look extra fancy. And now for the painting stuff. You know how painting works. I mixed a bunch of dark brown paint with this shimmery gold metallic paint, and that gave a really good base coat for a lot of it, where it still looked woody, but also gave a little magical flair to it. Depending on what the finish color was that I wanted, this took about 2 coats on the glue part and just 1 coat on the dowel part. Nothing too crazy, just got in all the cracks and everything and really kind of mushed it in there. I let these dry overnight also, just so I didn't have any like pooling anywhere. I guess I had pooling, I just wanted to give it time to dry so I didn't like mush my brush in there with the new color and have it ooze out with the original brown base coat. You don't need me to explain this to you. You understand how letting things dry works. And then I did kind of like a whitewash on some of them, inspired by the Elder Wand and the Bone Wand that Voldemort has. And then I mixed together kind of a mossy green and did the same kind of deal. Just didn't completely coat the whole thing, and I thought it looked really nice. And the rest of them I did with like a black just to kind of accent the shadows on it and give a little more dimension. I don't know how I managed to make that many pieces and not do a proper like filming the end part. I did get a clip of my setup at the Harry Potter event, so this is what the display looked like, and all the finished wands nice and fanned out. I thought they looked really cool, and obviously everybody else did, because again the event was from 12 to 5 p.m. and I sold out of all of my wands by 12:15. Which is fucking wild. Pro tip for next time. People want wands. I'm definitely gonna be making more of these in future. I will link to my older video. I have no idea what that turned into. I really liked how it looked, but knowing this new technique, definitely just gonna make myself a new one. So yeah, that's the updated wand thing. Again, this is like the coolest trick I've learned in the past decade, I think. It seems so obvious. Like, yeah, if you cool down the thing, it won't stay hot as long. I love doing Harry Potter crafts, if you haven't noticed, so getting to do that artist market was one of the highlights of my year so far, I think. I really hope I get to do whatever the second one is, because they already said they're planning another. I do actually think I'm going to be making custom wands for my Patreon people, so at least 1 if not 2 of the tiers. So if you have any interest in getting something mailed to you like that, or just a little shout out on one of my videos or whatever, I do have a couple exclusive vlogs going up on my Patreon this month, so if you want to check those out, I will link to my Patreon up in one of the corners. The end screens don't work properly anymore, so gesturing is pointless, but it's habit. Somewhere there will be a link to my Patreon, and always in the description I list all of that stuff. My Patreon, my Ko-fi, coffee, whatever. My Etsy shop. I take custom orders on there. If you're interested in anything that isn't listed, you just like, hey, I saw this thing. How much would it cost to make? Let's chat. And yeah, something I never mention. I do have Twitter and Instagram. Let's be Instagram friends and send each other dumb GIFs on Twitter. It's holycrappitsjo on both of them. Or I do have a Sewing Nerd Studios one where I post more stuff about what's going up in my Etsy shop and events I'm doing. So yeah, lots of things. Let's hang out, make the stuff, and do the things. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. I will see you all on Saturday with another video. Okay, art fair prep mode. Ooh, that was some like Jody Clark shit, huh?